Hey guys and girls, we did a catch of the day just a few days ago, and about a week ago, I guess it was, something like that. And I mentioned all of the buds, all the beautiful buds that was on these bushes right back here behind me. And I said at the end of that video that I would tell you what kind of buds those were. I didn't do it. Some of y'all guessed it right, some of y'all didn't, and I apologize for that. But I tell you what, before we start today, I will tell you what these are, because there are no buds anymore. The buds are gone. They're replaced with Good morning, guys and girls. June 12, we'll be reading from our Catch a Better Life book. If you are not subscribed to the Catch of the Day channel, be sure and go in there and subscribe to that channel right now. If you are subscribed, share this with 5 or 6 friends. We got about 20,200 and plus of some of the finest people in the world on here. Absolutely will change your life for the better. Give us a couple weeks on there and see what happens. We put these videos up every morning, 5 o'clock Central Time. A great way to start your day. If you pick it up in the middle of the day, something going a little bit wrong, you're having a down day, pick it up. A word from God might change your day for the better, might change your week, might change your month. You will catch a better life. By the way, these are blackberries. That's right, and they are just absolutely covered with little tiny blackberries. It's amazing how those from a flower turn into a little blackberry, and they're little bitty tiny blackberries. We'd like to find one that had only one here. I'll just see if I can just break that off. These are sticker bushes, as you know. As you know, but there is a little tiny blackberry that's sacrificed growing up and being a big blackberry, and somebody like me eating him, just so we can show it. It's a little blackberry. See a little blackberry right there? Isn't that cool? Isn't that cool? Isn't that cool? God is amazing, isn't he? Isn't he amazing? Go down there and let a bird get it. All right, June 12, looking in the back of the book, the back of the Bible. That's right, Revelation 1:7. Behold, he is coming with clouds, and every eye will see him. Every eye will see him, even they who pierced him. Oh, that was 2,000 years ago. Even though that pierced him, almost 2,000 years ago. We'll see him coming in the clouds. Is that possible? That means that everybody that's lived and died is going to see him coming. Isn't that something? Sight fishing. A little blood on my book. Sight fishing during spawning season is extremely, extremely exciting. It's exciting because we see so many large female bass swimming around. It's exciting when the bass of a lifetime takes your bait. You actually see that fish takes your bait. It's exciting to see all of those giant bass, and it's exciting to know that more of these fantastic fish are being created. Actually, thousands and thousands more of these fantastic fish being created. Just think about the commotion around the world that we live in when Jesus comes back. When Jesus comes back, huge stadiums packed with people will be nothing compared to Christ's return. 100,000 people watching the Super Bowl be nothing compared to Christ's return. 100,000 people watching OU play football will be nothing compared to Christ's return. All over the world, people will be saying, "What's that? What's that? Who's that? Who is that?" We'll tell them, it's Jesus. It's Jesus, and he told us he was coming. He told us he was coming in his word. He's coming with the clouds. Every eye will see him. And today's scripture tells us that every eye will see him. They'll see him in Australia. They'll see him in Russia and Ukraine. They will see him in Africa, China, North Korea, everywhere. Everywhere. That's why before he left, he told us to go tell the world about him. Tens of thousands of angels will appear and watch his glorious heavenly entry. He'll come back on the clouds. We'll look up and there'll be tens of thousands, hundreds of thousands of angels watching. Everyone, listen to this, everyone who has ever died will rise and see that happen. Everyone who has ever died will rise from their grave and see that happen. Even the ones who hung Jesus on that cross. Even the ones who hung Jesus on that cross. Now that's exciting. That is something right there. Oh, I'm telling you what. Many a Christian has longed for that day to happen during their lifetime. Will it happen in your lifetime and mine? I have no idea. Only God knows. Even the Son, even Jesus Christ himself, doesn't know when that day will be. Now in heaven right now, sitting on the right hand of God, he may know. I don't know. God might be telling him, get ready for that trip, son. Get ready for that trip, son. Get ready. You're getting ready to fulfill your promise to the world. But I'm telling you what, I'm just like everybody else. I would love to see that happen in my lifetime. But even if I don't, even if you don't, we'll still see it. We'll still see it. We'll still see it. Here's our tip for today, and this is a good one. This is a great one right here. Fishing with different people will increase your fishing skill. Fishing with different people will increase your fishing skill. That's one of the reasons I recommend that everyone join a bass club. If you got a bass club around locally, join a bass club. Get in a bass club and fish with different folks. Fish with different folks. You can fish with different folks, and it will help your fishing. It will help your fishing. One of the things that happens if you fish with the same person or the same people all the time is eventually you're going to learn everything they know. They're going to know everything you know about fishing, and so all you're doing is anytime you learn, you're learning by things that happen out there on the water that both of you learn at the same time. Now that's how most of us older guys learned about fishing. That's how we developed the skills and the techniques and the knowledge that we have was trial and error, experience on the water. But let me tell you, today there's so much better teachers than just experience on the water. Still the very best teacher. But if you fish with different people, and bass clubs normally cause you to do that because you draw partners a lot of times. And that's one of the great things about all of the early tournaments were that way. All of the early tournaments. The young fishermen don't even comprehend that nowadays. But we drew other tournament contestants. BASS allowed 300 people in a tournament. 300. And so we'd draw one of those guys every day in the 3-day tournament and fish with different guys every day. I learned so much by fishing with those other fishermen. So much by fishing with those other fishermen. It is a great, great way to increase your knowledge and your skill, even if they're not as good as you are. I learn from people. I fish with people I don't ever fish with all the time now. And even if you've never fished with them before, quite likely, if you pay attention, you're going to learn something from everybody you fish with. Guys and girls, go out there and have you a great one today. The blackberries are growing and we'll be ripe and we'll be eating them. And remember, I sure do love you.